Today, on the Ball or Nothing Power podcast, we're going to be talking about the top 7, not the top 4, the top 7 this season. Because right now, there's a couple late charges. There's a couple teams that thought they had top 4 wrapped up that are kind of dropping points right now. So we're going to talk about the possible top 7. Not only who's going to be in the top 7, but also what changes can they make next season to, officially be considered a top 4 team, and in what positions do they need to upgrade their current teams. So if we get started with the current table, we've got City at 1, Arsenal at 2, Newcastle at 3, Man United at 4, Liverpool at 5, Brighton at 6, Tottenham at 7. Then there's a little gap between Tottenham and Villa at 8, and then Brentford. Realistically, like those 9 teams I just mentioned, realistically are the teams we're considering. So I'll start with you, Trapper. What's your top 7?
Hold on though. There's Villa and Tottenham on the same points. 7th and 8th on this, and not only are they on the same points, they've only got a goal difference of 2.
Villa and Tottenham are on the same points, and then Brentford are 4 points below, and then the drop goes to Fulham.
Yeah.
Hence
and
why I
Villa
said
are on a better run than Tottenham right now.
Yeah, hence why I said the top 9 teams are the teams we're gonna be basically debating.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. There's no point debating Fulham because they're like 5 points adrift of Brentford.
Yeah, they're not catching up.
So realistically, we're debating out of the top 9 teams, who's gonna make those top 7 places. So yeah, we start with you, Trapper.
I don't even look at it like who's gonna make the top. Like I don't think man particularly want to make the top 7, innit? Like there's the top 4.
It's European football, innit? Nowadays,
like four. I'll give you that. Four West Ham, for example, who's playing.
No, but you have to recognise,
conference. Yeah, for them, I suppose Europe is a plus. There's a lot of man that don't want to be in the top 7 if they're not in the top
Trapper,
4.
let me stop you quickly. Yeah, what you have to recognise, the top 5, right now is City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United, Liverpool, considered as big teams. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
After that, listen. After that, from 6 to 9 are Brighton, Tottenham, Villa, Brentford. So for Brighton, Villa, Brentford especially, like European football is
big for them.
Big, bro. So it's not even
For them it
top
is.
7. It's a big thing.
But remember, top 4 is basically getting smaller because Newcastle's pushing up. Arsenal is now.
I'd argue it's getting
Arsenal's
bigger.
Now,
Yeah, it's bigger.
No, it's getting smaller, but there's less places in the top 4 now because Newcastle's now taking one of them.
Okay, I get what you mean.
You understand? Arsenal's back
Oh, yeah.
next season.
Competition.
Say that
wise.
again.
Arsenal's back in the top 4.
Okay,
yeah?
cool.
It's mad. Man went from title challenges to just being happy with top 4, innit? It's mad.
No. You said
So
Arsenal's back, innit?
you
Like,
can
yeah, acknowledge that.
believe that Liverpool won't be this bad next year, most probably. Chelsea most probably won't be this bad next
I
year.
think they will be though.
Tottenham most probably won't be this bad next year.
Liverpool ain't gonna just bounce.
So the
back.
top 4 is
They've
harder
already
to get in the
bounced
top
back.
4 now.
They've already bounced
They're
back.
better, but they're not gonna just.
Liverpool
They're
are
better.
They're not going to be as
Than they
bad.
were.
They're not going to be as bad next year. So to get in the top 4 is now harder. So
I just
all those
feel like
teams,
there's
I
a
don't
lot
think
of work
want to
that needs to
be.
be done at
Those
Anfield.
teams don't want to be 5th, 6th, or 7th. I understand what you're saying. The Brightons and the Brentfords and the West Hams.
Considering the
They
top
do.
7, remember we're not just doing top 4, top 7. So, okay, the top 4 traditional teams won't really rate top 7.
Even Newcastle
so to
now,
speak.
I think the way they're
But
moving, I don't think they
the
even
likes
want
of
Liverpool.
Brighton,
They would appreciate
Villa,
They would appreciate
Brentford, they're in the top 9 right now. They're pushing for them top 7 spots.
Yeah,
so
but-
it's
but
a big thing for them,
listen,
bro.
see,
Brentford
yeah,
just
yeah,
got
it is.
promoted the other day, bro.
Newcastle
It'll be good for them.
League is a problem.
Even
bro.
even Conference League like you, man, would be good for a Brighton or a Brentford. Just give them more experience.
But you see Newcastle, yeah, if they can hold Champions League consistently,
Yeah, that's a big if, bro.
so then they can start
That's a big if.
fiddling the
That's a
books
big
like
if.
you, man.
That's a big if.
Then it's going to be a problem for all of us because once they work out how to spend money,
The
then
charges
you
have
can't
the
even
charges have yet to be.
Aye, you see Newcastle, yeah. You see the blonde woman that's always in the stands that patting their deal. She ain't actually the owner, but like she looks like she come out of a James Bond episode or something.
You know,
she looks like she knows how to pattern up all them.
She linked up our owners. She got a bad surgeon, bro.
She linked up our owners with the club, bro.
She's the middleman. She's getting bare drinks. She's the middleman, bro.
She linked up us, man, with Sheikh Mansour.
Bro, she's just in the stands,
bro.
Yeah,
she's the plug.
She's in the stands with bare Arab man.
Man shouldn't be laughing at her face because I think she had a stroke or something.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what comes with the pressure.
She's serious in this thing.
Take it all back.
She's serious in this
thing. It comes with the pressure still, I'm not gonna lie.
It might not be a stroke, but she had a medical something because her face didn't always like that. You get me? I found out,
like a James Bond character.
She's the plug still. So man, have a bigger up still.
Wait, but look, hold
like
on.
you said, for them, man, it's good. European football's good. Sean, how good is European football?
But you ain't give us your top 7,
obviously for clubs that aren't.
No, I'm asking you,
is
it hindering your league form?
What, Europa Conference League? 100%.
Would you be higher up the league if you weren't in it?
Did you not see West Ham last year?
But
so is it a good thing then?
But it's keeping Moyes in a job.
Would you argue with his point then?
One, it's keeping Moyes in a job and it's keeping Rice there.
It's a double-edged sword.
Is it good for those smaller clubs, as he's saying? Because you can say from first-hand experience. It depends basically on like, I think it depends on what your club is aiming for. Yeah. So at West Ham, let's say, really and truly, West Ham are never aiming for top 4 and they don't want to get relegated. If West Ham finish 10th, the fans are happy and everyone's happy. As long as you stay up comfortably.
So a European run is big.
So a European run is big.
That's history, bro.
Even if it...
For West Ham,
even if it has you in your current league position, yeah?
Yeah, because...
As long as you stay up.
As long as we stay up.
Okay.
Sorry, as long as we stay up.
Do you know what's funny though? Yeah?
I get that mentality.
Obviously. I'm finding it hard to connect with that because I've never felt that. You know, with your team, yeah.
But that's what West
Ham.
You don't
expect to see your team
like,
10th and just be humble with it. You know,
you was 8th for a couple seasons.
That's why
yeah, you man been down there for a couple seasons.
It's not 10, bro, and it's definitely not 12th either. You know,
but
you know what I'm saying?
But look, if you
8 and 10 ain't far from each other.
Let's say like 10 years ago, yeah. If you take this back 10 years ago, if we were speaking about top 7, if you think about it, then now that's not going to be the 7.
Them man weren't even in the league. Brighton and Brentford weren't in the league. Brentford.
Yeah, so really and truly, like if you was to say like
Brentford come up the other day.
The top 7 teams, who's it gonna be?
Brentford's doing a lot.
They come up the other day, bro.
Because that's really what we're obviously right now. You want to see
not West
who's
London.
actually like if you think about it, who's actually gonna finish.
But hey,
in
Trapper,
the top
we ain't
7.
got your top 7 yet, bro.
Alright, my top 7 is, to cut a long story short, City, Arsenal.
Are you giving orders on that? Or are you just giving the teams in the top 7?
Alright, that only order is City, Arsenal.
Yeah.
After that, I won't put it in order. Just United will be there. Spurs will probably be there.
In the 7 or the 4?
In the 7. In the 7.
That's 4.
I think Brighton will be in there.
5.
Newcastle will be in there.
6. You got one more team.
As far as the 7, I think that will be the tricky one. Brentford might just fall a bit short. I don't know. We'll have to see.
You got one more, bro.
I'm stuck for that last one.
You got one more out of Brighton, Villa, and Brentford.
I've done Brighton already.
Oh, you put Brighton in there, yeah? So your one more is out of Villa and Brentford.
Ollie Watkins is on fire this season, so I might have to just throw Villa in there.
On fire more than Tony, yeah?
Saying, bro. But
Yeah,
I'm not doing that though.
I think Brentford going to fall short still.
I'm going to let him land still.
I think Brentford's going to fall short still. Thomas Frank, he's a G.
So your top 7 was City, Arsenal, United,
This is not
Newcastle, Liverpool.
No. That's the one I missed out. Liverpool.
Yeah, that means you got to take out either
No,
Brighton or Tottenham.
That's where Brentford and Villa wasn't even in my head because I'd already covered Liverpool. I was like, why?
So your top 7.
Why are you making me pick one?
So your top 7 is City, Arsenal, Newcastle United, Liverpool, Tottenham. Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, and Brighton.
And Brighton. Okay, so Villa and Brentford drop out.
Yeah, I was thinking, why are you making me choose between Villa and Brentford?
For me, I can't say which order yet. But I'm
that weren't in no order.
I'm saying it's the current top 7, but I'm swapping Tottenham for Villa still.
You think?
Fair enough. So
you think Tottenham will come.
Tottenham are just sliding.
Bro, Villa's on. It's a good evening for.
And they're on the same points right now.
Emery
so your top.
Emery's doing his bit.
So he's a bad boy manager. We'll get onto managers. We'll get onto managers as well.
He's an underdog manager.
No, he's a bad boy manager.
You get me?
Still.
He like when he went PSG, it's the same outcome. Like
Villarreal.
He needs one of them teams.
Villarreal. He makes teams hard to. It makes you hard to beat.
Before the money, he needs one of them kind of teams.
So your top 7 is City, Arsenal, Newcastle United, Liverpool, Brighton, and Villa.
That's me still.
Sean.
I think the same. City, Arsenal, Newcastle United, Liverpool, Brighton. I just think Tottenham are more likely to score more goals. I think
Harry,
than Villa. So I think that Tottenham
Heung-min
will probably nick it.
I need to see that.
But actually, do you know what I'm gonna swap? I'd have City, Arsenal, Newcastle United. I think Brighton are gonna make it in 5th, and Liverpool are gonna make it 6th, and then Tottenham. I think Brighton are gonna just.
If they win their games in hand, they go above them.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. I watched Brighton play the other day.
Like Villa Tottenham's a big game, you know.
Yeah,
big
big
Villa
game.
Tottenham next week.
Big game.
Oh, hey, on a side note, is it Heung-min Son or Son Min Hyung? What's the order? I've heard commentators say both, you know.
Son.
I don't think they even know.
Heung-min Son.
Son's the last name.
Last name, bro.
Just to say to everybody that, you know, we're supposed to get people's names right. It's 2023. Mispronunciation of people's surname is not appropriate.
Alright, so moving on,
Do not condone this.
We've all got our top 7s, yeah.
We are not participating.
But moving on, yeah.
Yeah.
How do we think these teams can strengthen for next season? And where do you think?
Brighton, for example, especially last season, they shown that.
So let's just go down the list though, just to make it kind of make sense. So start with City.
Yeah.
Where do we think City can strengthen, and what players do we think they should target? Coming from City van.
I think a possible target was young Bellingham.
So you think they can strengthen in midfield?
That one looks out the window. Oh, do we have to strengthen the midfield?
Gundogan's gone, innit?
He's not gone.
And Bernardo wants
I think Gundogan will stay. Bernardo's been flirting with Barcelona for a few years.
Barcelona ain't got no money.
Barcelona ain't got no money, so that's why they just. That's
why
all they're doing is flirting.
He might end up at Arsenal.
And okay,
Bernardo, don't rule it out.
I will 100% rule that out.
Stranger things have
ever.
happened.
That's never in a million years. It's not. This ain't Gabby or Zinchenko, bro. Bernardo Silva, never in a million
Arteta
years.
takes another City player, I think Pep's gonna bang him.
Bro,
Pep will bang
you can have a Calvin Phillips or Sergio Gomez, but if you ever think in a million years, Bernardo Silva.
Leeds don't even want Calvin Phillips right now.
But the question was, midfield, we need to strengthen because Bernardo could potentially leave. I'm not saying
who would you like to see?
Phillips ain't working out. Cole Palmer's young. De Bruyne's getting on.
So who would you like to see come in?
Personally, I think we need a DM because Phillips is more than likely going to go. It's not worked out. So we need cover for Rodri because Rodri's just playing every minute under the sun. Also, I think we need a bit more pace because we ain't got a lot of pace other than Erling. Yeah. So we've adapted to not have that much pace. It's more ball retention, Mahrez, Grealish, etc. So I wanted something like who Chelsea got coming in. Nkunku. You understand? I would have took something like a Luis Diaz. These men have already got clubs. But something like that, something a little bit electric.
But your priority would be midfield.
I would say midfield, yeah.
What type of player? Give us an example. What player would you be wanting?
I said I would want a central midfielder or a box to box. Yeah, Bellingham or someone that can hold. Bellingham can do both, innit? As you can see with City's midfield, Gundogan can play where Rodri plays. Rodri can play like it's you're not going to put
not to the same effect though.
Different games.
No, but
different games.
Bernardo can play, like, they can all fill in there. So Jude could have done that perfectly.
Yeah.
So something like that, I would be looking at. But obviously, the scouting network is insane, bro. So you know what man are on. From man are bringing in a Kanji for 15 mil. Kanji is probably the buy of the season, bro. So what I'm looking at, the way that Tiki and them man are looking at. So I know there's something in the works.
How Pep's got Stones moving forward and
reinvented the position.
It's a game changer, bro.
And now man are trying to do it with Trent.
You man got like
man are trying to do it with Zinchenko.
You man got like 4 centre backs at the back.
Remember, next week you're going to see Tyrone Mings slipping into the midfield, slipping over. It's a mazza, bro.
But let's not pretend that's you know
what happens is Pep just continues to reinvent. And now it's so scandalous that people used to wait a few months before they just copied it. Now manager saying, all right, Trent's been dead for 2 years. Maybe I'll just do what Stones did.
You see
and
Trent,
it's working.
You see Trent in that bit there, in inverted fullback.
New player.
Doing bits.
New player.
Bits.
But this is...
So Pep has inadvertently revived Trent Alexander-Arnold.
But you know what it is, yeah? It's mad that...
That's mad, innit?
I tell you what's mad
for me.
The
effect of the greatest. That's what happens.
What's mad for me...
It trickles down.
Is that Liverpool's been having a stinking season. All season. And he waited until a couple games ago.
Look, Pepe ain't been doing that with John all
things
season.
up.
That's why he hadn't seen it.
It's madness.
He hadn't seen it. And when he first saw it, he realised, bro, and that's not even Trent. That's John. John's nowhere near as good on the ball as Trent.
It's not exactly the same.
No, but it's the same idea, bro.
It's the same idea.
It's the principle,
it's
innit?
It's more in comparison to the whole Zinchenko role, innit? You get me? But
Bro, the
John
Zinchenko role
Stones coming from centre back.
Zinchenko role
is different.
Yeah,
No one else ain't
because
doing
he's
that.
not.
So I give you
Because when you look at him on paper, even though John Stones is very good on the ball, he's not Zinchenko good on the ball. He's not Trent good on the ball, especially with delivering that. So
he
you'd
makes
think,
up-
right,
he
he
makes up
can't.
numbers, though.
So if he can do it,
He creates
then man
overload,
that are
innit?
better on the ball can definitely do it.
Creates overloads.
He creates
Yeah.
overloads.
But
bro.
now Rodri's getting further forward.
Yeah, and
Bro,
he's
it's
still
mad.
goal
Affecting
standing
the
between
game
the lines
further
when
forward,
no one's there.
It's
And now
mad.
But let's
everyone's
move on to
fucked.
Arsenal. Where do you think Arsenal can strengthen,
We need
and
a
who do you think they
We
should
need a
bring in?
striker.
You know what they
bro.
need?
We need a striker ASAP.
Not just a striker, you need a goal
Do you know
scorer,
what it is,
right?
yeah? Do you know what it is?
You need a numbers man, right? But
I-
Gabby's cold, but he's not a numbers man.
100%. See before when you
Oh,
were
you
saying-
agree now,
100%,
yeah?
bro.
But I've been saying
Bro,
this and getting
it just took a
cussed for it,
season,
bro.
just. It just took a
Bro,
season.
I've been getting cussed for it. Like, what you do?
I
He's the
am
second
100%.
coming of R9.
No, I never said that.
Oh, when Gabby's fit, he's gonna bag 30.
Never said that.
Oh, he just never had a go at City. Pep didn't trust
He's never
him.
had a run.
I'm like, bro, he's
Listen
a
to me,
baller.
yeah.
I rate him,
But he's not
but he's
clinical.
not.
Very good
I
player.
always said,
He's
you
not
let
clinical, bro.
Nketiah play the same amount of games as Gabby
He'll score more goals.
Nketiah will score more goals. He's
It's
not as good a
crazy, bro.
player, but he will score more goals.
He's
bro.
for me, yeah. He's too frustrating to watch.
Is your plan to get a clinical talisman and
But
play
for
them
me-
together?
But purpose.
Or put
My,
Gabby wide?
my thing is, if you see Gabby at Brazil, he plays sick off the wing. Even at City, he plays sick off
He's
the
less
wing.
pressure on him.
But
Would you,
what
would you
I
have him
would
on the
like
wing and
personally-
a
Yeah,
striker?
have a
Personally,
30 striker
I would
and have him
prefer
coming
a
off the
different
wing.
type of striker to what we already have. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a bit samey.
What
at
type?
Arsenal. I want a big number 9.
You want a
With
Haaland?
Haaland. Come on,
No,
man.
not a Haaland, bro. I take a Osimhen. You know that one?
Yeah, but that's the
One
same
Haaland,
type of
bro.
striker,
You-
bro.
you
It's
take
the
Osimhen,
same type.
Osimhen, yeah.
That's the
And-
same
and
profile
you'd have Gabby
striker,
off the
bro.
wing, or you drop Gabby.
Wherever he fits in, bro.
Gabby
Well,
can
you see
come
the
off
priority.
wing still.
The priority of Gabby has changed now, isn't it? Now it's wherever
No.
he can fit in, mate. He's not even in the starting 11.
No, it's not even-
Earlier it was when Gabby's fit.
No, bro. It's not a
Brother,
disrespect to
you man have
Gabby.
lost faith. This is what happened to us. I
It's
told
not
you.
a disrespect to
He's
him
so good on the
at
ball
all, bro.
that
It's
when you
not,
watch
but
him, you're like,
cold
he's
on the ball.
cold.
It's not a
Even
disrespect.
realise
Even
that.
off the ball, he's cold.
It's
No,
not a
his
disrespect.
pressing is insane, isn't
It's
it?
the finishing.
And then you
bro.
realise that,
And you're like,
and you're like, I love this
guy.
brother.
Are you
but
hearing
I can't
this?
let my love, like,
It's
bro.
mad.
Yeah, pause.
It's
But
mad.
bro,
I
you
feel
got
like we need to go wee.
We do.
We back the tape.
Bro, it happens.
Like,
It's
it happens.
mad.
I said, bro, goals win games at
happens,
the end of the
bro.
day.
Reality hit you,
The
man.
cold, hard
When you was
facts,
top of the league as well, you
goals
can let
win
that
games,
slide.
bro.
Too frustrating.
But when
bro.
reality hit, man, they was like, no, there's a
Like,
reason
you
why,
see when you're
we've
trying-
been overtaken.
But
we
wait,
ain't
wait,
scored
wait,
enough
wait,
goals.
Let's not. He's not. He's a sick baller.
Bro, he's quality,
The
bro.
baller, bro.
But
But
what we
exactly
need,
the
yeah.
point he was saying before about just
I
about the
don't
goals.
remember if we spoke beforehand.
His numbers are good for a winger.
Beforehand, I used to say,
That's a
yeah,
fair point,
you
yeah.
will know this, yeah. I've always said, yeah. See, when we was eighth and all that, I was saying part of the problem was your Sakas, your Martinellis, your older guys. They're not clinical enough. But as soon as this season they start hitting the target, it's not.
Yeah. That's what's
surprise
carried Gabby,
that
you know.
we're
The
now-
fact that them
you know what I'm
wingers,
saying? So if you
Martinelli.
Add a striker to that with them numbers
Ain't
as well.
Martinelli top
but
scorer.
but I think it has to be a different type of striker. We got man like Tierney that can whip them in. But
Right now,
we need that
Martinelli's your
we
top
need
scorer,
a
right?
guy where a plan B where things are going wrong. Yes.
Right. That's
If things are
mad.
going wrong.
That's mad.
we've
So
got a
what's happening
plan
with
B.
Eddie?
Huh?
What's happening with Eddie?
Well, he was injured. Still.
No, I'm saying Eddie's out the picture now.
Eddie's
know
a good
it's, yeah.
squad player, but
He's
he's
a good
never gonna
squad
be
player.
your like lead you to a title.
I think Arteta
He's not gonna win you the Prem.
He's not gonna be the guy.
Was Arteta not testing him?
Eddie needs to go to Palace.
As
If
your
Eddie
main guy
goes
for-
Palace,
For real.
Palace
But
are
don't forget,
pushing
yeah,
that
we
top
had
seven.
that choice
bro.
Yeah.
because Jesus was injured for
True
like
that.
4 months.
And he'll have a good connection with them young.
So
youths
just
at
what
Palace.
striker can they buy?
I'm not gonna get into Arsenal politics. That was. But
Bro,
you see what I'm trying to say.
like
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
gonna get
a
into
striker will be
Arsenal
good for- but
politics.
also
But I would say
Osimhen is most wanted.
But
So
no, he's
Most
not gonna go
wanted.
there. He's not gonna go there
But I
because
say someone
Napoli
of-
drive a hard bargain. Napoli are like worse than Tottenham.
Even
They
if
drive a
Vlahovic,
hard
bro.
bargain. But let me tell you
Where he
something.
pissed
Just
man
for
off last time.
for Bassett, yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
Danny Bassett, yeah, just quickly for Danny Bassett, yeah. I remember when I was bigging up Martin. He's like, oh, you don't even cross, you don't even. But I've seen my man cutting in and dinking it on man's head, cutting in and dinking it on man's.
You
You
know,
know what I'm trying
Martinelli's
to
having
say?
a great season, bro. Man can't take it.
Man
away
tried
from
to
him.
diss Martin. I said, bro, he said, David Crossy, David Crossy. This
yeah, he was having a. He was
Man's
having a
like,
bit.
bro,
He was
he-
having
You know,
a-
it's Martinelli's learning on the
thinking
pitch,
it on-
bro. It's like he's doing work experience, bro.
Bro, he's your top.
he's
He's
young
the
still,
top
Man,
scorer,
He's
bro.
learning, bro.
He's a
But
top
he's
scorer,
getting better and better and better. So I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying?
He's your top scorer.
want a
Give
number
him
9.
some
Even
respect.
Odegaard, yes, I was one of his biggest critics. I'm not
Is
gonna
it?
lie, bro.
Why?
I felt like he always take that extra half a second too long.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But you know what it is? Sometimes it's the other players not being on his wavelength. Because he's trying to take the extra touch to draw in a man, the extra second to boom, play the pass what completely kills the opposition. Whereas if you're not on the wavelength now, he's going to get caught in possession.
Bro.
So it's
it
like
was the most... I used to cuss the telly regular, bro.
I hear you still.
He's your best player now.
But he's doing his bit, bro.
And he stands up when he needs to be.
He does.
I didn't know he had that leadership quality in him.
But listen,
I didn't know.
It's the whole. Aside from the striker, we need a centre back, bro.
So that's your second priority.
100%. Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Cover.
Say Holding and Kiwa.
No, as good as Holdini. Don't disrespect Holdini, bro. Yeah, Holdini.
He's not had a good few games, mate.
After the City game, they dropped him.
He actually got dropped.
Do you know what it is? Yeah?
He came in as backup and still got dropped.
He's coming to Arsenal, as a £2 million centre back, and he's fulfilled his purpose. It's no disrespect to him, but now we're at a different stage now.
He's
we
not
need
the
to
standard.
Elevate, bro. So it's time to upgrade on him. You know
I
what I'm
hear
saying?
you. I hear you. Let me tell you your unsung hero, though. Yeah, Xhaka, not Saka. Xhaka.
That's not even unsung.
You see the
bro.
new? It's unsung,
Because
bro.
he's been
I don't
doing
hear
a
man
bit, bro.
talking about him enough. Like I heard Odegaard, but who was intelligently seeing the space left by Kante? Because against Chelsea, Kante was pressing high. Basically, Lampard said, "You go press high with Oba, because you know Aubameyang don't like to press. So you press high with Aubameyang, and hopefully we can nick the ball off them man there at the back key war and you get me, Gabriel, and we can nick the ball off them man, they get me." But what Xhaka was doing, he said, "All right, Kante, you go over there. I'm gonna slip onto this little left channel that's being left by you now."
He's an intelligent footballer.
And he was getting the ball there and just passing it along to Odegaard or whoever's on the edge of the box every time, bro.
Because that weren't no Kante and Aubameyang. That was Kante on his own, just running around like a madman, bro.
Now I feel like Lampard told him to at times he was playing like a 4-4-2.
I'm saying there weren't no joint press, bruv. It was Kante on his own trying to shut down everyone on the pitch.
Not joint press.
And they were just knocking it around. Yeah, he looked knackered after 5 minutes, bruv.
Not joint press. He's literally being told to press high with Aubameyang because Aubameyang ain't gonna press. So once he goes to press,
literally jogging about.
Okay.
Bruv.
Wait. And one other position I would like to strengthen for next season, because obviously we're getting Champions League, innit?
Yeah. On a left back.
I feel like right now
not getting the league no more.
We're not as when our squad, our squad is not equipped, Rude boy. Like we need.
So what do you need?
What do you need?
For me,
left back.
So what is it? So what is it?
He's gonna say left back.
It's too much.
So what is it? What's the last one?
I'd go for another right winger still.
Oh, right winger.
A forward.
Were you saying Saka's looking a bit drained right now?
But he can't play 38 games.
There's no. We say
he's looking drained.
Trossard ain't cutting it.
Trossard's on the left hand side. Him and Martinelli can.
So he's saying Saka's looking drained.
So you ain't got no cover on the right.
Nelson, innit? They got Reece Nelson.
Nelson, but I've been seeing Nelson may not be staying and all of that. If you want to act bougie,
I feel like, are you man giving him enough minutes though?
You know what I mean? It's not even a disrespect.
I'm not gonna lie. He come on against us and he twists up about 4 man.
He did a bit. But you know
in 2 seconds, I said,
"Raw." I feel like he has to reinvent himself. Bro.
It's not about Nelson. He's basically saying is Saka can't handle the whole season under pressure.
Nobody can, bro. Nobody can. 38 games, and
really?
Play
the top ballers do it, bro.
No, but when you think about it, if you think of like
the top ballers do it, bro.
If you think of like a City, let's say, City do it. But a player like De Bruyne, he's not playing all of them games.
He's playing most of them.
Every minute, he's not playing every minute. Like
playing most of them.
Pep knows when to tell him to
That's
sit
only
down.
Pep, bro.
Like
you see the main.
Really playing every game.
If you want Arsenal,
you'll be surprised how much.
Or Mahrez.
But I told you see the main man in every big team. Do you think that can happen to them? What Pep does, like to Harlow when he's on a hat trick, and Pep says, "No, 60 minutes, cool."
Oh, does that regular.
That's only Pep, bro. Any other team, you see your main man, bro. He's on because the main man is not just thinking team; he's thinking individual. He's thinking, bro, I want to break records. I want to. He's saying, bro, do not take. He's playing, bro. I'm playing in the cup games as well. Like, bro, like Ronaldo's and Messi's and so on.
Prem goes bad now.
Come on, man.
We're building a squad anyway, so.
All right, let's move on now. We'll just go next in line. We get Sean's point of view on Newcastle.
What do they need?
Yeah, where do you think they can strengthen and what type of player?
What they think they're doing.
Where do you think they can strengthen? What position and then what type of player do you think they should bring in?
Newcastle certainly don't need wingers. I think maybe a centre back.
Yeah, in backup they got what, Lascelles.
Yeah, probably.
Lascelles ain't top quality, bro.
Probably a centre back. I would
Remember
say
the Champions League next year.
And what's his name?
man.
The tall brother.
Osman's and them man there.
They need one of each, bro.
What's their
Yeah,
tall
do you
centre
know what I
back?
was going to
That
say?
starts.
They need
Yeah.
Newcastle
what's
need
his
a
name,
backup spine.
Burn.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, he's left
One
back.
of each, man.
He's left back.
Burns left back. Yeah.
Yeah, Newcastle need a backup spine.
This whole through the whole spine of their
Like
team. There.
like centre back, centre mid, striker.
Who do you think they could bring in though? Realistically,
Anyone, bro. They got
At this
mad-
point,
No,
anyone.
I think
Champions League
Newcastle
quality,
they're still
bro.
building their first 11.
Listen,
Let alone the squad.
you see when you
Yeah.
got money to pay them city lawyers to hide shit, bro. Yeah, these man have got mad money, bro. They can buy anybody.
But anybody ain't coming to St James's
Obviously
yet.
FFP and that, but
Anyone ain't coming there yet, bro. Champions League is a good building block.
Well,
But right now, you see who they bought? They bought Isak and them, man.
They
innit?
can
That's
get-
not the top of the future.
So who's going to be there, Robinho?
They were looking at Neymar, innit? But I don't know.
See
if
where I'm
he's-
coming
I don't
from?
know if
Like,
I don't know
they're
if
gonna
he-
get
if
they're
he
gonna get
come.
one.
They got
No,
Almiron,
they
bro.
want one. It doesn't mean they'll
Look
get.
at
No, it means that
Almiron, bro.
marquee, we are now a big club signing. You get me? Like just for the name, even if man don't even
But
perform.
my man, Eddie ain't trying to do that though. Eddie's trying to
It's not
create
Eddie,
a
bro.
team.
It's the owners. If they
Yeah,
want to make
Eddie-
up
No,
marquee,
but Eddie.
Eddie's a side
Right now,
man, bro.
Right now, Eddie's not a side man. He's a main man.
bro, you don't run the Sheiks, bro.
Right now, they're giving him the reins,
You don't
bro.
run them, man.
I think he's earned the respect.
Right now, they're giving him the
Don't be
reins,
fooled,
bro.
brother.
Earn the respect,
Don't be
bro.
fooled.
Do you think you could go to Everton and sign that little youth man if he didn't have the reins, bro? Gordon,
As soon as
bro.
as soon as
They'll be
them
saying
man
hurt.
say-
Gordon, who?
As soon as there's an
Brother.
Ancelotti or someone that says Newcastle,
Yeah, but right now, Eddie has the
He's
reins.
doing a bit though.
Right now,
I rate his job.
the
Can't-
cent-
Can't disrespect.
the
Eddie.
centre backs are Shaw and Botman. Now,
Shaw, that's it. Yeah.
one thing I'll say
Don't
about
let him start. He's the
nah,
captain.
he's a backup. He's a backup. He's
Captain's backup.
captain of the club, but he don't start. innit?
wild.
Yeah.
Eddie King thing.
It's a
But
big
one,
thing.
one thing I'll say, but that's Eddie. That's credit to Eddie. He said, I know you're captain, but here
No,
what
Miggy's
these
got
two
back
are
in the
more
team,
solid.
though.
But one thing I say about Newcastle, I've always said about their defence, why I never ever put their centre backs in like the best centre backs this season or type of thing category, because I always feel like they defend high up the pitch, bro. When they play Murphy right wing, Joe Linton, Willock, bro,
Just bare runners in
them man are
it's-
pressing
it's-
from the front
it's
like
dynamic,
mad.
bro. Yeah.
So like the centre backs are never really exposed one on one for me to really see them.
No, I'm
But at the
happy.
same
I'm
time,
happy
though,
for
that's
Willock.
That's a high risk, high reward.
High risk, high
That's
reward.
how they play. High
But
risk,
remember
high
why
reward.
it worked here is because they only had Prem football, so they're never tired. They're
Yeah.
good. Remember, they more than likely they always play the similar first 11. Apart from Wilson, they play their first
Oh, do you
11 all the
remember
time, bro.
just before
and they
Eddie come
press like long stuff.
nearly
and
went
them,
down,
man.
What do you man think of Wilson?
Fam.
What do you man think of Wilson?
He's a goal scorer.
He's
just never fit. He's
That
unreliable.
as
Wilson
well.
was-
He's made of
if
he's
Wilson
made of
was-
glass, but I don't think there's much more to come from him.
Is
I think
that the only thing that stopped him from being at a top club though?
what the glass. No,
Yeah.
I don't think he's a top
Not
player.
just
I think
that.
he's a good
I
player.
think also
What's he got this
because
season? 15 goals or something.
I don't know his
doing a bit.
numbers, but
With-
no, I think he's a good player, bro. I
with
don't think
Wil-
he's a top player.
with Wilson, what kind of holds him back a bit is he's an old fashioned number 9.
Yeah.
He's just a
On the
goal
shoulder.
scorer.
Technically, he's not great,
So
bro. With
what,
his feet, he's
what
not great,
managers
bro.
like nowadays is that academy hold up play, bring man in. You have to half kind of know how to play false 9 as well.
Yeah.
He's not that in it. But what the main thing is injuries, isn't it? But let's move on now. I'll take
a
this
Tony.
one.
I'll take
Man
a Tony
United,
over a thingy still.
same.
I
But-
can
but
tell you
do
what
you remember when we argued Tony and he argued Wilson for England?
Did I?
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
take a Tony
We
now
weren't
still.
having Tony,
I'll
bro.
take a
We
Tony
was
now
arguing
still.
Tony.
Tony's done enough work for
But
man
let's
now.
move on to United now.
Tony's done enough, yeah.
He's done enough now still.
Alright, cool,
I
cool,
agree.
cool.
I agree. Let's move on to United.
Big
I'll
man.
say for United, the main position is number 9.
100%.
We need a number 9. We need a striker. Rashford's our top goal scorer, like Arsenal, a left winger. Like we need a
Funny,
number 9.
how long has that been your thing? Like,
They haven't replaced Rooney, bro.
Ibrahimovic, like you've been going through this
Bro,
ain't
been
replaced
going
Rooney.
through it.
years.
We've been
You kinda
going
like a Chelsea team.
We've been getting stop gaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Falcao.
Like Zlatan,
Ibrahimovic.
But big up Zlatan though, because he done his thing as
tried,
a stopgap,
he tried,
but he's
yeah.
still a stopgap.
Like, he's got too much
Ibrahimovic,
pride.
Zlatan,
But he
not-
done
to
his
not do
thing
well.
though.
Oh, wait.
He won us
Falcao.
trophies
Who
at
else
Bag
was
like
there? There's another one,
28.
innit?
Cavani.
Bro, that man bought the
Igalu,
Nigerian
bro.
brother.
Uncle.
Hey, but hear what? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It
was
might be a
wild.
little.
Weghorst.
There might be a little side hustle to Igalu because I see Igalo hitting up Osimhen like, yo, United, my dog.
that's
2
cold.
Nigerian brothers. You know what I'm saying?
That was a wild bite.
But yeah,
Wolves or
Bro,
something.
but some of them's wild, bro, and I can't understand that.
Their course is wild. Rubik, Cristiano Ronaldo was wild, bro.
But that's why I rate the
wild.
manager.
Yes,
you
it
know.
was wild.
Wilder than wet course.
No, of course not.
No,
But
yeah,
I'm saying
wow.
it was
Bro,
wild.
that's
It was a wild
wow.
side.
wild, bro.
I'm
Wow.
not saying it
From
could be-
Burnley. Wow.
I'm not comparing it in terms of ability, but was that not a wild side?
It was
Bringing back
wild.
Cristiano?
Wow. It was wild. No, but Wout was
I
wild.
never saw that coming.
Wow.
Millions
Wow.
years, bro.
But yeah, you see United with the striker thing now, yeah. There's a big list for me. Number 1 on the list for me would be Harry Kane.
Knew it.
Number 2 would be Osimhen. After that, it gets a bit.
Ivan.
After that, it gets what makes sense deal wise. Like, do you know
I think
what I mean?
Ivan would suit you. Man United's
100%.
big, strong.
Yeah, 100%.
He plays like Kane, bro.
The only thing I have against that is he doesn't play one up. He plays with Mbeumo. But I feel like he could pattern it
It's
anyway.
like Kane and Son, though.
But Son predominantly plays off the left. Whereas if you watch Brentford, they play
Harry
2 up.
predominantly plays in centre mid. these
Yeah.
times.
Harry
But-
plays where he wants to play. Bro.
I think it'll work anyway. But then you got
Harry at United.
you got other outside bets
Harry
like
will be good
Harry will
for Rash.
Hold
He'll be good
for
for
United,
Rash.
bro.
bro.
Can
Oi,
you imagine
bro,
the balls he's
cold,
going to be
bro.
with Rash is quicker than Son, no?
It'll be like him and it'll be
Close one.
like
Nah, it's
the
quicker,
same
yeah,
as
it's
Son
quicker.
link
The
up.
balls that he'll be whipping.
they already do it at England, bro.
I can
again?
see that Kane
That's
he watches KDB's game.
It's peak.
Some of the balls that he puts through, bro. I'm saying, he's been watching KDB a lot over the years. You get me?
But yeah, I say even what a striker like that would help is the build up from the back, because we can't build up from the back with De Gea. So you have to go long. You go long.
Bale.
A man like Kane back to goal is nuts. When that long ball comes up, he just
100%.
pins the
You're
centre
not
back.
getting it off him. Plus, he can come deep if he wants to.
Yeah, he
loves
just
to come in.
holds it
Yeah, crazy.
with that big jawline.
If you got runners
So
on
that's
you as
it.
well, like Rashford, that's
is
a
what I'm
crazy
saying.
buy, bro.
After
You
the-
see your game way more than City.
In
Mad.
my opinion, though, it might sound a bit mad, yeah, but I feel like Martial's got to go still.
Now he does
How
have
is
to
he even
go.
still there, bro?
He's got to
I'm
go.
He
surprised
does
he's
have
still
to
there.
go
Like
because
from couple seasons, I've been saying.
Where was the loan? Where was the loan
either
move?
him
But not
or
based
Rash
off
had to
quality,
go.
Sevilla.
One of them
From
had to
that,
go,
I didn't think he would come back.
But not based off quality. For me, it's just you just can't last.
He's not
bro.
reliable.
You just break down. You're like the
Yeah,
Tin
he's
Man,
not
bro.
reliable.
You
Yeah.
need
He's
oil
another
every
glass
minute, bro.
done, yeah.
Yeah,
But even when he's
long.
fit, though, just
and he's
his
lost.
numbers,
He's
he ain't
lost
done
a half
enough.
a yard.
Even when
No,
he's
No,
fit, he
but
ain't
goals
done
to game.
enough.
No, goals and assists to game ratio
numbers are
is
good.
good, but he just ain't played enough games to get the ratio up. You see what I'm trying to say?
I feel like he's potential that never.
Apart from that, the spine of the
He's got
team
the
similar
potential,
to
bro.
potential that's never been fulfilled. Though.
Facts,
He's
facts.
been cold since he first
That's
came and
injury
twisted
based
Arsenal.
though, bro.
Remember that goal
That's
when he twisted
injury-
Arsenal?
yeah, but
When
that's
he starts
injury
dribbling,
based.
It's hard to stop, bro. It's
But that was like 10
playground.
years
It's like
ago,
he's
though,
in the
bro. Like,
That's
playground.
injury
never
based though.
materialised.
At one point, he was first choice for France, bro. But injury based, he lost half a yard of pace, and then for any manager, you're just not reliable, bro. But moving on, I think like Sean said about Newcastle, the spine. So I think we need another centre midfielder, and then we need another centre back. Clearly, we've got Shaw and Lindelof playing at the back right now. Gareth, take notes, bro. Bro, Gareth, bro, Southgate. Wait, please, announcement for England, please, yo, listen, please take notes, yeah, at United, bro, please listen, yeah, Varane, yeah, and Martinez, yeah, injured. Who comes in? Not Harry Maguire, bro. Lindelof and the left back Shaw, bro. Yeah, and they look more sturdy than when Harry's
Shaw's
in.
better
Well,
centre back than Harry.
Have you not seen it? Did you not see Harry Maguire get us licked out the Euro Cup,
I
bro?
see Shaw playing volleyball,
It's
though.
mad,
I
bro.
see Shaw. Yeah, I see Shaw
playing
giving away the
volleyball.
last minute.
That's
pen.
a mad
Yeah,
loss.
last night, though.
That's a mad loss to the
Last
head.
night,
But did you?
night.
But did you also see him not give Welbeck a touch?
No, I see it.
But that counted for nothing. At the end of the day, when he was doing all the it's mad.
I
bro.
hear that, bro.
Like
But,
second
but
as well,
bro,
you know,
that's
the alley-oop
not just
thing.
that game.
Bro.
Alright, cool. Let's swing it back to Villa because you man are getting short-sighted. Villa, Ollie Watkins. Who's the first team to stop him scoring, bro? United. Villa were on a 10-game win streak, bro. Shaw and Lindelof stopped Ollie, bro.
You can have a
Nothing
bad
weren't
game,
going
bro.
nowhere,
You can have
bro.
a bad game still.
Bro, Shaw's been doing his thing centre back, bro. Listen, Gareth, just take
I
notes.
wouldn't
innit?
bank on that as a long-term thing.
No, hell no, because Martinez
But you
is
said
there.
what? You don't need a DM. You're relying on Cass.
Now, like what I said about the spine, innit? So I said we need a centre
him.
mid. Yeah, no. I want
Have you
one.
got
I
cover
want
for
one like
Casemiro?
you that could do both.
No.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
no, they got McTominay in it.
no, we ain't got cover.
Is he your cover?
They got
We ain't got
McTominay.
Fred your
cover.
cover.
I want one that could do both. Yeah, but if I had
good
to pick a isolate what role you would be
Yeah.
kind of specialised in, it would be DM, innit?
Would you
And
keep
then we
Matt
need a
Fred next
centre-back.
season?
McFred. I will keep them if they're willing to be squad players, but I will make it clear to them you're going to be squad players. Cup games and whatnot. If you're not happy with that, go along. So I'm trying to say, man's got young boys like Kobe and them boy, Maino and them man there. You get me? Sabitzer can stay if you're going to take low wages and accept being a squad player. Because what he ain't got the legs that McTominay and Fred got, but he's got a little bit more quality.
So let me ask you a question. So if you're gonna keep Sabitzer as a squad man, McTominay because he's just a squad man, Fred as he's just a squad man, have you got enough to compete on forefront?
Like I said, we need to bring in a centre midfielder, not a squad player.
Like who?
So what, you'd keep all them three plus what you've already got, and then bring in the next
one. We're getting rid of. Remember, Van der Beek can go.
I forgot about it.
Yeah,
that was that's the
Van der Beek can go, bro.
The Loch Ness monster, bro.
Yeah, remember right now our start. If we're gonna start a centre mid three, it's gonna be Casemiro, Eriksen, Fernandes. Yeah. So I need one player that's gonna be pushing them man seriously for a first team place. You see what I'm trying to say? Not when they're looking on the bench and seeing Fred McTominay a bit, they're thinking.
So who's your plan B for like a Bruno or someone like that? Like Bruno was to get Kalas now. What's gonna happen?
You see with Bruno, I don't worry too much because we got Eriksen. I feel like it's more like the deeper midfield positions. Like Eriksen can push up into 10 calm. It's more Casemiro.
Cover for DM.
Yeah, it's DM/CM. Even to start in the big games where you need to be more defensive.
So would you still
defensive minded? And you say, Eriksen, you need to cool off for the first at least half where it's gonna be hectic. They're on you, pressing you like a Newcastle. Yeah.
Would you still Kante off Chelsea?
No, only because the injury. Unless he's coming unless he's gonna be happy to downgrade his wages and come with a good package.
Right now,
cool.
yeah.
And I think he will because he's humble. But me personally, I want someone that's seriously pushing that first starting.
Where is Kante even playing right now? Because right now
his heat map is wild, bro.
He's all over the.
They've converted him into an 8, so a box to box. That's what they've converted.
So he's doing last minute tackles and he's missing their.
You know why?
Chances
They don't trust him building out from the back, innit?
Because he's not good enough on the ball.
But let's move on though. Liverpool. What are we saying for Liverpool? Where do they need to strengthen that?
Everywhere, bro.
Midfield.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Diaz is back, which is a big thing for them. I like.
So one player
they can't really afford to go back front line again.
So if you were gonna bring one player in, who would you say? One player for Liverpool.
Who they wanted? Bellingham.
But they already ruled that out.
What's mad, is that
they need midfield.
That is their answer.
They already ruled that out
because you've got Henderson,
Milner, Keita, Fabinho.
These men are old.
Elliot.
Everyone's old.
Elliot.
He's the only one.
Harvey, yeah, they got old man and babies.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, Jones has been doing alright, recently. Curtis
Jones can ball still.
He's ready, man.
Looking at man like Maddison. They should be looking at man like
agreed
Tielemans.
But Maddison and Tielemans don't fit Klopp's style.
Bro, Klopp's gonna have to adapt, bro.
What's mad though? What's mad is that I will not be surprised Liverpool go for Rice. I won't be surprised. But
only at the right price.
If they get
Rice wants to go to one team in red, then it's not Liverpool.
They've already said they're not willing to pay.
Buy for them if they could get Rice.
What, Liverpool?
100%.
I won't be surprised if the transfer market goes that way. I won't be surprised.
Mason, what about Mason? They've been looking at Mason.
Liverpool, would you take?
I think that's I'll take Mason.
You take Mace?
Yeah.
I don't know about Mace,
I'll take Mason.
I'm not convinced.
I think it'll be good for Liverpool as well.
Mace is a bit folding.
Do you know what I think? Yeah. Do you know what I think?
Do you know what I think?
If you think about,
he strikes the ball well.
If you think about Mason,
he does.
What Liverpool are gonna want to do
last year of his contract
season, Remember when Liverpool had that mad catch up to City and they regained something like 20 points from the season before? Liverpool will come and want to do that. Next year they're gonna be like, we're not sitting down 6th again. So that's it, and they're capable of doing it. So if they do it and they bring in, let's say like a Mason ain't been in a squad like that to do that.
Yeah.
So what difference is Mason gonna make? You need someone that the reason why they need Bellingham is because Bellingham's just
but Klopp's known for buying players though that haven't done it before. But he brings them.
Well, like you said about Maddison, and
I don't think Mason's
like you said about Maddison and Tielemans, Mason ain't a mad 100 miles an hour press.
Yeah, he
rock
is.
and roll football.
No, he is. That's his best.
Mason's waiting for an opportunity.
No,
to
bro.
In the net, bro.
No, bro.
What
His best attribute is pressing, bro. Unfortunately, for the England number 10, the England cam, his best attribute is he works hard.
No way, bro.
That's why Maddison and them man don't start 10. Because Mason,
you see Salah, Mane, Firmino.
Yeah.
No, bro. Mason was not on that playing.
What do you mean
at all? Intensity? No way, bro.
No, he is, bro.
Like if
way,
you think
No,
about
bro.
that,
Intensity.
season that Liverpool
Not
won,
even
we're
close,
talking
bro.
For
99
intensity?
No
points
way, bro.
these man have had to get to
No
win.
Yeah,
way,
but there's
99
Mason's
points.
best attribute to me is he strikes the ball, bro. Well, that's it, bro.
Do you know what? I don't think Mason could.
Don't know about
I
that.
don't think
play
Mason
You got him as a, you got him as a
Huh?
workhorse.
I don't think Mason's
I
there.
He's not a workhorse.
I ain't got him as a workhorse.
Yeah,
bro.
yo, man.
No, like
That's the only reason why he starts for Gareth.
I
I
would
ain't got
agree
him
that
as a
Mason's a
workhorse,
workhorse, but not to the level that Salah,
That Klopp-
Mane.
that
Yeah,
I didn't say to that
they-
level. I'm
that
saying his
squad
best
did.
That
attribute
Klopp football
is he
Yeah.
presses.
Tell me,
His
tell me,
best
tell
attribute.
me,
Heavy
Joe
metal.
Willock wouldn't work at Liverpool
He would.
because he's got
Yeah.
lungs
would.
to run all day, bro.
There you
Has
go.
Willock done enough
Yes.
for Liverpool to buy him
Bro.
since he's been a young
he's
prospect
better
for
than
a
a
while,
lot of them.
bro?
No, but it don't
Like,
matter
he
because
can do a job
Klopp
there.
don't buy off of your CV. He buys off of if
What
he
you can do
feels
in his system.
yes, exactly that. Bro.
Like when he bought Robert
Joe
Chan
Willock's
home.
doing better
sometimes
than
he end
Henderson
up
and
like-
Milner.
I
Sometimes
mentioned
end up like Darwin or Thiago. or
I
Keita,
mentioned
you get me?
I mentioned Willock early, you know. Early I mentioned
I don't know
Willock,
if
you know.
Liverpool-
And I also mentioned
I
Ramsey
don't
for
know if Liverpool
Villa.
would want-
You did.
Willock still.
Ramsey, you definitely did.
I don't know if Liverpool would want Willock.
Gareth, take notes, my boy. Take notes, bro.
Why ain't no one tried to come for? Why did he have to go Newcastle? Why didn't Arsenal want to keep him?
No, because that was early on in his career.
I don't know
But
if Willock's good
saying.
enough.
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
He's
Play,
explosive.
bro.
When
He's
he's
a man that needs
when he
to play,
plays
bro.
well, he plays well.
And
And
he-
he reminds
he's
me
in
of Damari. Bro.
he's in a
When
system
Damari's
that
playing
suits
well,
him
does he
now
not
as
look
well.
cold?
I like Damari.
Yeah.
still,
But would
I
you
like-
buy Damari?
But let's move on
For
to Brighton.
for
What do you
the
think?
right change
What do you
still.
think
For a
for
young
Brighton,
changer,
bro?
you can come.
Brighton.
Bro.
Where can they improve and who could they bring in?
I feel like Brighton need to be a bit more clinical in front of goal.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
They play great football, bruv, and you got Danny Welbeck. You know what I mean? No disrespect on Danny.
It's mad that
No
he's their
disrespect
striker.
on Danny.
innit?
None.
He is
Because
mad. He's their
Danny
striker. Yeah.
mashes
But they
work
got the
when
young
he's
boy
journeyman.
Ferguson.
He's injured.
Clinical.
Innit? I think Ferguson's hard though.
But next season he could be
But
fit.
Danny like leads their line, innit?
Yeah, but
and
if
he's a
when
journeyman,
Ferguson's fit,
bro.
he plays
He's
as well.
wild.
The thing
No,
is,
but
yeah,
he
is-
does a job sometimes.
The thing is,
So who would you bring in then for Brighton, number 9? Nketiah.
Kessié would be a
Shout,
great
bro.
buy,
That's
bro.
a bad boy.
If they
buy
could
for
get
them.
if they could
Yeah,
get
that's a
Ivan,
bad
I think
boy.
Ivan
Listen,
would want a bigger club. but
See
if they
them
could
man
get
there,
Ivan-
them man want 50 mil, 60 mil, 70 mil minimum. Come with your 55 for Eddie.
They could get
and it's a
Ivan, yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
Talk to
yeah.
me, bro. Phone me, bro. I'll broker that. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't see Tony at Brighton.
A young 55 for
no.
Eddie, goal
No.
scorer, Prem
No.
proven. Come man, talk to me.
I think they're too close.
In terms of level.
Yeah, I feel like if Tony's gonna go,
Well, then they couldn't get no one then because unless they're going to the bottom clubs.
You Brighton.
Yeah, I think they could attract a Tony.
Don't rule out.
I think they could
Brighton.
attract a-
Brighton's gonna buy.
Ings.
Brighton's gonna buy the
Ings-
next new
Ings is a
Spanish
good
youth that no
shout.
one ain't heard of.
Yeah.
They had it in.
And they're gonna
someone
buy
like
him for
to put the
3
ball in
mil.
there.
Yeah, and next
Yeah.
thing you know, by middle of the season, that Don's like looking like he's 50 mil.
That's what they
Slapping
probably
it
would do.
off.
Because if you
Look at
notice,
Mitoma and
if
them,
you look at
man.
all the people they
Yeah.
sold as well, they ain't really struggled. They just went back in the market
Bro, they
and
don't
done their
ever
thing.
miss
So,
nobody.
you know what? Yeah, Leicester might be getting relegated. They got a few strikers. You see Iniacho, Kelechi,
I know a lot about Kelechi. Come on.
and make him go Palace. Ooh, linking up with
Yeah, he's a
Olise
Palace
and
or
them
Fulham
man there.
kind
The
of
thing
Oh,
about Kelechi, yeah, is on his day
Kelechi.
he looks top class, man. But he's mad inconsistent.
But you know what it is?
Mad.
I feel like he doesn't get the run of games, bro. He's in and out for Vardy.
Not at
He's
City.
always second.
Not at
fiddle.
City, but I feel
But
like
even
Leicester,
at Leicester, Vardy's always the main man, bro.
Not now though.
Vardy's
even
looking
now, bro.
tired as well.
Vardy don't play a lot
See
now,
Vardy
bro.
the
He's
other day,
starting
like,
now,
yo,
bro.
And they got
tired, bro.
what's his name?
He's
Daka.
just asleep.
Yeah.
He's
So
done.
like
He's done.
Iniacho's
He's
not
tired.
good
He's
enough,
done.
bro.
His
To
missus
be,
pissed him
he's
off.
similar
He's
to
done.
Eddie, you
Just
know.
sit down.
All right, Tottenham.
Similar to Eddie.
We
Iniacho. Like on his day, he's good, but he's not. You wouldn't let him lead your. You know.
but
What
I
I mean?
think he's more techie than Eddie.
Yeah. He's chopping that. He's
But
crazy.
who do you
He's
think
crazy.
Tottenham now? Who? What can Tottenham do?
Tottenham need a
strengthen.
whole. They need to
Yeah.
go church.
What Tottenham need to do, to me,
They need to pray,
the
bro.
Tottenham's priority should be not selling. So them, what they need to do
Tottenham's
first of
done.
all is not lose
Yeah.
Son Min.
But if they can
Son
bring in
Heung-min
one person,
and Harry Kane,
what
Do you know
area
what I'm
would
saying?
you strengthen?
That almost is a signing, keeping them two. After that, I can't put it in one place, but they're a shambles.
I don't rate Romero either, you know.
They need a whole new defense, bruv. They're still playing Eric
Yeah,
Dyer.
bro. Romero is the most
still playing Eric Dyer.
centre back in the league.
So who?
Romero, he's the World Cup effect.
could you bring
when
in
you win the
though?
World Cup, everyone thinks you're top class. Romero has been appalling this
He's
season.
the
bro.
most rash
He's
defender
nuts.
I've seen
He's
since
nuts, bro.
Mustafi.
Who
bro.
could you bring in
Since
though?
Demichelis, bro.
But who could you bring in? What centre backs are there
Nobody
out there?
don't want to play for Tottenham, bro.
No, Tottenham can still.
They better look in the
they
youth
can still
team.
attract. They can still attract
Huh?
from the smaller teams. 100%.
Who Tottenham?
Yeah.
When you say smaller teams,
So-
you're talking about like what?
So you're talking like 10th and below. So centre backs, they'd have to look at some young unpolished gems, innit, and try and draw something.
Not even a
That's what
Lewis
they'd have to do
Dunk's
because they're not gonna go for a big
Colwell.
He's
He's
at
on
Brighton
loan.
though, isn't
He's
it?
on
potentially.
He's on loan.
He's better off staying at Brighton.
They could look at.
But they could get him.
They could
Or
look
guy
at a
like
squad
Chelsea.
player from City or from
Palace.
You know what I mean? They could look at someone that's on the fringes, maybe like a Laporte or something. I don't think he'd go.
Tottenham just need too much work. What are we saying for Villa?
Tottenham
Tottenham
work,
are
yeah.
done, bro.
And you're forgetting they need a manager just.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
the
big
biggest
signing,
That's the biggest
yeah.
signing.
They need a manager.
What are you saying for
Mason's
Villa
not-
then? Who
That's a
should
good shout.
Unai go
Unai,
and get?
yeah. But see with Unai, yeah, I feel like he struggles with big personalities, innit?
What's his sign? His
feel
scout
like he
is
gets-
like, and his
he gets
sign is like.
bullied,
When he was
like-
at you, man, who did he sign? Was he Pepe? Was that him?
Ooh.
Pepe come under that regime
Yeah,
still.
so his scouting, maybe
But
his scouts ain't really that
what you
great.
got to remember is, yeah, he was more of a puppet them times. Like, he
Instead
doesn't
of
got
an
the voice,
individual
innit?
player,
Like,
where
he
do
was a
you
bit Graham
think
Potter.
where
See
do you
Graham
think
Potter
Villa
at
can
Chelsea?
strengthen though?
Huh?
Instead of
Villa.
an individual player, where do you see
Well,
them
nah,
needing
say
to
not up
strengthen?
front.
One of each, man.
Not up
They
front.
need to improve their squad. If they're going,
Where can Villa strengthen?
I'll say
reckon that?
centre back.
I would
I was
say,
going to say centre back.
they just brought Mings back in, innit?
They got Mings
So-
and Konsa.
I would say
Not to say them man are doing badly, but I would like to see some
they got
competition. for
Buendia.
them.
Yeah,
Serious
they
competition.
I think they need a winger,
alright.
a proper winger.
No, they still got
I
my
like
man.
their
They
wingers
got Bailey,
still.
man.
Yeah, but
Bailey,
Bailey
yeah.
doesn't do enough. for
Ramsey
me
plays off
personally.
the wing sometimes. Remember they play
Ramsey
like a
can do a bit.
Yeah,
but
they
I
got
don't think
wingers, man.
Ramsey, for me, Bailey's not the one.
Remember
He's
they
not
don't
the
really
answer.
play out and out wingers. They play that Ramsey,
got,
Buendia. They play that.
Who's their
tight-
defense? Matty Cash.
Yeah, right
Catch is
back.
decent.
But centre back wise, they just got Mings and Konsa. I would like to see
Constance alright.
That's a good
even
shout.
like
They-
a
they
even like
still
a
got
kill man,
Martinez.
even like a kill man from
They
Wolves.
still got Martinez. You go.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah,
boy.
I'd say probably their centre backs. Then that's a decent shout.
And last but not least, Brentford. What are we saying for Brentford?
It's hard, man, because they're on their own.
Big up Brentford, you know. I feel like they're proper not getting enough
Brentford are
ratings.
like-
Yeah.
Brentford-
I know
it's hard to
Brighton
say
are getting
where they
because
should-
the how they
do
play.
well without having any superstars.
They don't
almost.
have no.
And
soul.
no,
Yeah.
they ain't spent, you know.
Yeah.
They ain't spent. Most of their team
It's Frank,
came
man.
up with
It's Frank,
them,
bro.
bro.
It's Frank. He's on
P-
stuff.
Big up Pinnock, yeah.
He's on stuff.
Big up Pinnock Solo, my guy. Pinnock's his little brother. You get me? Come on, man. Big up Pinnock.
I'll have to say.
They took Ben Mee and turned him into an England possible. Hey,
Savage.
Gareth, look at Ben Mee, bro.
No, Ben Mee's like what,
Left
30
foot is
what is
centre
he now?
back.
30
Yeah.
yeah, you can't become anything.
Ginger,
like
you,
that.
yeah, proper,
He's too old for England, but yeah.
proper.
Yeah, I don't know where they specifically need to strengthen because, like I said,
I
they
say
don't-
up front.
Yeah,
I say centre
they need
forward
another there.
because I can't see Tony staying there too longer, bro. And if Tony ever got injured, bro, oof,
Well, he might get the
Problem
betting ban.
oof. And
Get me?
that's why I say centre forward.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, when you get
Yeah,
that
that's a
much
shout
chance, you
still.
have to get the ban.
For me,
Yeah,
centre
if they
forward.
to
lose
start.
Tony for 6 months, that's not the same Brentford.
When they lose my man, then they need a plan
That's
B.
not the same Brentford.
I'll
They're
be
going
looking
down.
at the
So probably
teams
a
going
talisman,
down.
yeah.
I'll be
Going
looking at the
down.
teams going down. So I'll be looking at the likes of
Brennan, what's that guy? At?
Brennan Johnson at
He's
Forest.
a baller still.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at the
What are you
likes
saying,
of.
Bamford?
Don't
I'm
know
not sure
about
about
For
Bamford.
who?
Injuries.
Brentford?
Yeah, like a striker to replace Tony.
Donato.
I'll be looking at Leicester, bro. Again,
Iheanacho,
Kelechi, Daka's young, you know. It's like 22, 23, bro.
No one's taking Vardy
I'll be looking
that
at
age.
I'll be looking at Kelechi
No
or
one's
Daka.
taking-
Long time I ain't heard no one
Just
talk
full
about
stop.
Harvey Barnes either. Still,
He's been injured, innit?
No, but
Bad
for
boy
a
player.
striker, innit? Striker, innit? More.
Bad boy
striker.
player, Harvey Barnes. Better than Bowen. Wait till he's fit.
But yeah, I think.
Bowen reminds me a bit of him. That's why I say that. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
cold,
yeah,
Barnes.
yeah,
Barnes
yeah,
is
yeah,
cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does,
I think we wrap it up there anyway. That was a long one, but hopefully, you see what I'm trying to say. The top four's got my team in
Hopefully,
there. So I'm trying to say with a
Newcastle
trophy,
beat Arsenal away, innit?
with a trophy,
Get out of here, man.
and I feel like that season would be better than Arsenal's runner-up
just-
season with no trophy.
Can I get a quick
Don't know
prediction
about
for Newcastle Arsenal on Sunday? Man, like Isak.
Ooh, I'm not
Just
gonna
ran through the whole
lie.
team the other day, innit? He's sharp.
I can see a
He's sharp.
I can see a 2-2 draw. You know, I can see a
gonna say
2-2
that.
Even
draw.
with
I
Trippier
was gonna say
whipping
a draw.
them balls in.
I can see a 2-2 draw. still.
Callum Wilson's on form, you know. Willock against his old
can
club.
see a
There's a lot of
2-2 draw
stories
still.
there.
That's the only one that I think.
Willock's got a point to prove. I lie.
Willock's got them.
You know why I can see a
different
2-2 draw? They're both fresh. They ain't got no Europe, no cup football. They're both knocked out of everything. Not involved in nothing. They're
One thing
just
to play
league.
for, yeah. It's true.
I can see a 2-2 draw. Where is it? Where is it?
St. James's.
Ooh,
Big
no,
atmosphere.
I'm
Big
sorry.
atmosphere.
I'm sorry. Hey,
All right.
3-2.
All
I'll go
right.
3-2.
All right.
The
It's
Magpies.
Yes,
the
the
Magpies.
Magpies,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm not even-
3-2.
I'm-
Tune army, my brother.
Hey, we're gonna end it there. 2-0.
I'm not even-
Yeah, we're gonna end it there.
Fog on the tie and
This
that.
one's
Come
mad.
on.
Hey.